Hi, I'm Will Adams, and this is Honeybrook Tools and Woodworks. I'm in the shop today. I've got a fairly large set of winding sticks that I am making as a batch, and I'm in between steps, and I wanted to share a couple thoughts on two topics. First, the virtues or benefits of keeping some of your mistakes, and kindness. Seemingly unrelated, but stick with me. This is one of the earliest sets of winding sticks that I made. And it is the only set of winding sticks that I've had returned to me that I had to redo. I made these pretty early on when I started making tools, and I did a couple things that I shouldn't have done. First, even though this wood is quarter sawn, it's comically thin. It's not even a half-inch thick. So from a functional standpoint, it makes it a little bit trickier for them to stand upright as they need to. And as you can see, the profile is just a rectangular profile, so it's not, from a design standpoint, aesthetically, it leaves a little bit to the imagination. The sighting inlays, I think, are kind of clunky. I think the proportions are off. They're too close to the edge. They're too thick. I just don't like the way they sit on the stick. But the reason that this was returned to me is, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on this, it warped. Even though it's rift sawn, it's warped. And I can only think of, I can think of two reasons why this might have happened. I think the most probable is that I was in a rush to get these out. I remember making these. I was about to head into the hospital for surgery number 4 on my right knee after a knee replacement. So I was feeling kind of pressured by myself, really, to get some orders out before I went back into the hospital, because I knew it was going to be a little bit of time before I was able to get back into the shop. So I think when I cut these, I didn't let them sit and acclimate in the shop as long as I should have to account for movement. And again, they're comically thin. They just need to be thicker. I didn't become aware of this until several months later. So I shipped these sometime in early June of that year, and then it was a couple months later when the person I sold them to contacted me. And this is where kindness comes in. He contacted me, and he was very nice. He said, "Hey, well, one of the sticks in the set that I bought has a pretty good curve to it, and I'm wondering what we could do about that." He wasn't angry. He wasn't accusatorial. He wasn't any of those things. He was just kind. And he brought it to my attention. I said, "Mail them back. I'll take a look at them." As soon as I saw them, I knew what I needed to do, and I just replaced them. And you know, it seems odd that I need to point out the fact that he was kind, but kindness isn't always present in our world these days. And I was struck by just how kind he was in bringing this up to me. He wasn't angry, didn't express any sense of disappointment or anything like that. He was just kind. And I've ended up doing business with him since then. So the benefit of keeping your mistakes is as makers, we all progress. We all start somewhere. And I keep this right up on one of my sawtills as just kind of a reminder of where I started. This is another set that I use myself. These are smaller. I won't go into what I don't like about these, but they're nothing that I would leave the shop today. So I keep this as a reminder of this is where I started. But as much as that, I keep it to remind myself of being treated with kindness. I'm glad to say I think my work has progressed. I think these siding inlays are proportionally better. I think the overall design is better. And now all of my winding sticks are tapered. So we all start somewhere. We make mistakes. And it's tempting to throw them all away. I'm not suggesting that you keep all of them, but it might not be a bad idea to keep one or two around just to remind you where you came from. Thanks for listening.